Face to the screen again, fellow slaves. And here's another 2 minutes hate. It's been a long time I've done a 2 minutes hate. But let me tell you, I have kind of a good one right now. You know, I was just thinking about how everything's a racket. It's just meant to separate you from your money. And my problem with that is that I can do that just fine myself. You know, I can separate myself from my money by buying stuff. And I'm sorry about the road noise. But, you know, the thing is, all these different fees and taxes and everything you pay are just ways of separating you from your money. All the gimmicks even you see on, you know, you buy some stupid piece of crap you saw on TV, all these different things. Insurance, car, you know, all these different insurances and everything, speaking of cars. You know, I mean, I should be able to insure myself because I can only drive one car at a time. Why do I have to insure each car? It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap, I tell you. I should just have a policy, especially if it's just a PIP, you know, personal injury protection. I should be able to just have myself insured whichever car I'm driving that I own. So, I mean, I can't complain too much because I do own at least a few cars, and I'm not in bad shape, but, like, man, you know, it'd be hard for anybody that doesn't have shit to dig in, or, you know, it's just, like I said, they're just separating from money all the time. You know, every time you buy a Big Mac or something, it's like part of your money is going to the commercial they put on TV. You're not even getting enough burger to justify the amount of money you're paying, except for the fact that they have to run commercials to remind people that McDonald's exists. And I'm not trying to pick on McDonald's. I eat them once in a while. I'm just trying to make a point here about how there's always hidden costs in everything. And that's one way they take your money. But then they also print extra money, and then the banks sit on it. And then if it's not in circulation, then, well, guess what? The money you have in your pocket that you already earned is worth less. It continues on and on. It's an endless cycle. It's a vicious cycle. I was also talking to somebody, the other conversation I was having was about student loans and just how even, like, the medical industry has really taken a downturn because it used to not cost so much to go there, and you didn't have to have a million people in the back office doing paperwork. You used to be able to just, like, 90% of the people that work there would be doctors and nurses. Now it's like 90% of them are administrators, and God bless them, you know, they have a hard job too. I know it's not easy dealing with all the bull crap. But the conversation I was having earlier also involved, like, a guy I used to work for that a previous job he had, his boss had defrauded Medicare. So they took everybody in the office and held them up against the wall at gunpoint because they just had to take the files and everything. Like, it was, you know, as soon as you mess with Medicare, you're done. But you mess with the private insurance, it's like, you know, private insurance can write off like expired medications. So if they get returned to the pharmacy and they have to be incinerated or disposed of, you can't sell them again, even though they're not expired. It's just that the private insurance already paid for them. They just write that off, and then, like, the manufacturer has to make new pills to supply the pharmacies. It's a vicious cycle. And then, on top of that, back then, not too long ago, maybe 20 years ago, the pharmacies that would get these return medications would just flush them down the drain into the local water system, you know, the treatment plant. You know, if you're in a city where a pharmacy is most likely to be located that deals with that many pills, that's going to get just in the water. It's unbelievable. But at least when I was there, we were incinerating them, but it was still so many hundreds of pounds of pills that would get returned. When you dispense them out of the manufacturer bottle, you have a 5-year expiration date. So you could open a brand new bottle with 5 years left to go. When you dispense it, you can only put 1 year on there. So a lot of people at home they think they're doing the right thing because they hear the commercial on the radio or TV that says, oh, dispose of your old pills or turn them in. Those pills might just as well have 4 years left on them by the time you think they're expired. And another secret is, as long as you keep them in a cool, dry location, man, they're probably going to last longer than the expiration date, man. I've had milk and eggs and, you know, stuff does actually, they give you the most conservative estimate of the expiration date. So as long as you keep it in a good location, I'd at least try it, you know. Don't throw your pills away. I guess I could probably get in a lot of trouble for saying this kind of stuff. None of this is really advice. Don't take my word for it. Use your own judgment. This is definitely not any advice anybody should take at all. I'm just a guy that's talking shit into his phone right now. So take it or leave it. But yeah, it's really a shame what everything's come to. It's just all a racket. Like I said, they're just separating us from our money, and the way they do it too is like student loans. It used to be people could pay for themselves to go to school, and now you have to take a loan that you're never going to be able to pay back. It's like so much interest, and like the people that like, I don't want to, never mind. I think I've gone far enough, and you guys have a good night. Face of the screen. Like, share, subscribe. You don't have to. Good night.